Hey, I'm Nate, and today we're exploring the BOSS GM-800 Guitar Synthesizer, an amazing piece of gear that allows you to trigger literally any sound from your bass or guitar. It comes stocked with a sound library of over 1,200 tones, ranging from classic to modern synth basses, pads, plucks, and leads, as well as orchestral instruments, vocals, sound effects, and much more. I'm triggering these sounds with the all-new BOSS GK5B divided pickup. With this system, each string has its own output, which we can then process in a number of very creative ways. For example, you can assign different sounds to each string. We can put a fretless bass here, then maybe some strings, a piano, a flute, anything you want. You can take it a step further by dividing sounds across the fretboard. You can trigger a brass ensemble down here, and then on the same string, dogs barking. It's incredibly flexible and surprisingly intuitive to program. Here's a patch I made to play some synth drums. The GM-800 is built around the Zen Core synthesis system, the same source behind iconic Roland products like the Jupiter X and Phantom keyboards. Let's tap into that territory now by adding some synth bass and lead parts to the drum beat I just played. The GK5B and GM-800 allow you to set multiple velocity and feel parameters on a scene-by-scene basis. I'm currently using flat wound strings, which have a naturally muted sound. Despite this, we're able to get massive amounts of sustain thanks to the helpful dynamics parameters. In addition to the over 1,200 tones and 70 rhythm sounds in the built-in GM-800 library, there are over 90 effects types, all of which can be applied to dedicated multi-effects processors for each part of a scene. It's easy to make a variety of lush, interesting, complex, and unique sounds tapping into the variety of distortions, filters, modulations, delays, and reverbs. That said, the bare-bones meat and potatoes sounds are great on their own, and this is often harder to achieve since you're not layering multiple elements. Here's an example. The GM-800 is laden with features, and even more so when combined with the GK5B divided pickup. Not only can you trigger sounds from the GM-800, but you can also use it to trigger sounds from your DAW. You can even use your DAW, or a MIDI keyboard, to trigger sounds from the GM-800. You can also use the GM-800 GK5B combo to trigger other hardware synths that accept MIDI. There are tons of options on how to incorporate this system into your current rig. I personally find that it's an inspiring piece of gear. When I plug my bass in but hear a variety of sounds coming out, it causes me to play and write differently, and it's a ton of fun. My only critique is that when I play lower bass notes, the system's tracking can get a little inaccurate. This is particularly noticeable on patches that are on the drier side and have a quick attack, like a clean piano sound or something like that. Sometimes a workaround for this is to set the patch down an octave and play an octave higher, where the tracking is more accurate and has less latency. A few times when filming this demo, I'd have to do many performance takes to get the tracking just right. But I think that's just how it goes with current bass to MIDI technology. The lower pitches vibrate at a slower rate, providing less data, and it just takes time to figure out exactly what's going on. I've personally used just about every bass to MIDI system out there, and the GM-800 GK5B combo would still be my first choice. Thank you for watching my demo scratching the surface of the GM-800 and GK5B. Find out more at the links below. I'm Navarro. Take care.